Hey creatives, Brock Shinin here, and I have 3 tips for you that I believe will maximize your creative output, your creative energy in the coming year. So tip number 1, I want you to commit to creating 10 minutes every single day. I know that sounds crazy, and many of you are like, well, I already do that on Fridays, or 2 times a week I allocate 2 hours or 4 hours, or I do all day blocks once a week. I'm going to give you 2 good reasons why I think this is a better idea for you. This will maximize your output. This will maximize your creative energy. Number 1, think about the way the brain works and when we do sit down to create. Our brain always has to pick up where we left off and then start moving forward, right? So if you have days or even weeks, some people I've heard, they'll do like a full day or a weekend once a month, something like that. But think about how much time it takes just to get your mind back into whatever you're working on, whatever you wrote or filmed or edited or sculpted or whatever, the songs that you wrote, whatever it is you're working on. When we're creating every day, our brain is in that mode of connection to our ideas, our thought patterns, the characters and the stories and the elements of song and the elements of art that we've dropped into what we're creating. When we do it every single day, those dots connect very, very easily, very quickly. And also, we're less likely to get the family obligation, the job obligation, the other things that come into play that really just take away and steal our creative time. 10 minutes is not a big deal. Everyone can allocate 10 minutes. Wake up 10 minutes earlier, go to bed 10 minutes later, take your lunch break, whatever it is, 10 minutes is no big deal. But 2 hour, 4 hour, 6 hour blocks, that's hard to protect, right? Because life comes in and kills that pattern. Takes the time down, we have less time. And when we're not creating in every single day, we got the stressors, we got the distractions, we have all the other thoughts that are pulling on us. But when it's every single day, boom, those creative thoughts connect. So you definitely want to do that if you want to maximize your creative energy, maximize your creative output in the coming year. Number 2, I want you to kill your ego. So many creatives, you already know this, but I'm an entertainment lawyer. So much of what I do is engaging with creators and the companies around the companies involved in the business of creativity, whether it's music or film or art or theater, whatever it is. I see so many people that are so worried about being judged. They're so worried about this is going to be stupid. People are going to think it's stupid. People are going to laugh me out of the theater or laugh me off of Spotify or whatever. And I'm like, who cares? You cannot achieve creative success if you have this strong ego. Now, I'm sure there's plenty of examples. Well, so-and-so was so arrogant, or so-and-so had so much pride in what they did. But think about it. If you really want to create, you have to create from what's inside of you, not worried about what other people think or how they're going to judge you or feed into your creative patterns and processes. So kill your ego. That's number 2. The final one, and I will admit, I kind of stole this concept from Seth Godin, where he calls it kind of just ship it. He might have a different term, but basically ship it. So what it is give birth to it. So many of us as creatives, we want to perfect it. So even if we don't have an ego involved and it's not pride, like truly it's not really pride or ego, it's just that we want to deliver a good product. So we'll keep working at it, putting our heart and soul into it, and edit and re-edit and read and review and listen over and over and over until it just starts to die inside. We're holding on to it. We're not giving birth. So this 3rd tip that I think will absolutely change your creative game in the coming year is to give birth to your creativity. Don't let it sit there. Create it, invest in it, get it right. I'm not saying don't worry about it. Is it, did you check grammar? Is it, are you on pitch? I'm not talking about that. Of course you need to do that. But at some point, we all know this, and all creatives will know we're starting to hit this point where I need to give birth. I need to get this thing out there into the public. And then the ego part starts to set in. Well, I don't want it to be judged, so that's my excuse for re-editing, re-engineering, remixing, whatever. Give birth to it. Get it out. What you'll find is your creative output actually increases the more you do that, because you'll get in the mode of creating, shipping, creating, distributing, creating, transmitting. You know what I'm saying? Using that terminology. So do those things. I've given you 3 tips. I think they will change the game for you if you're a creative. Implement those 3. You can start today. That's no big deal. 10 minutes today, start today. And I guarantee, lawyers are always hesitant to do this. I guarantee you will see your creativity start to blossom. You'll see your output start to expand. You'll see your joy in the creative process start to increase. So go for it this year. I want to see you successful.